Hi everyone. In this session number 30, we will see the application of benzene diazonium chloride or benzene diazonium compounds. Application can be considered in two sections. One is the reactions involving coupling, another one is replacement or substitution reaction. So the coupling reactions mainly to form azo dyes. So this benzene diazonium chloride or any halide will undergo coupling with those compounds having OH, NH2, NHR, NR2, especially phenolic or aminic compound, aromatic amine or phenols. They undergo substitution at ortho or para position to give this diazonium compound. This is called azo dye. Okay, this is coupled diazonium one, which is azo dye. You can see the functional group which is azo here. One example is NN dimethyladenine. You do coupling with diazonium salt. Now it has undergone coupling reaction at the para position to give methyl orange. It's a dye. Then conversion to halobenzene, the second type. They are called Sandmeyer reactions. You can convert it into aromatic chloride, bromide, cyanide, and iodide, fluoride, just simply by coupling with corresponding copper halides. Suppose you want to convert benzene diazonium salt to copper aromatic chloride, you couple with copper chloride. To do bromide, you couple with copper bromide, copper cyanide. Together, these reactions are called Sandmeyer reactions. Okay, these are all Sandmeyer reactions. If you want to convert it into phenol, you react with water in the presence of dilute HCl or H2SO4. Then to convert it into benzene, you just react it with H3PO2, that is hypophosphorus acid. You can see in all the cases that diazonium is liberated as N2, nitrogen. Okay, these are Sandmeyer reaction up to conversion of iodide and fluoride, and these two are normally conversion into phenol and benzene. So if you want to follow what all will happen, suppose you don't have diazonium salt, then you have to prepare. How will you prepare? You have already seen in the last session. It can be prepared from aromatic amine. How will you prepare this aromatic amine, that is aniline? That can be prepared from nitrobenzene. How can you prepare nitrobenzene? This can be prepared from benzene. This is how the synthetic pathway goes. Okay, if you don't have aniline at lab, so this also can be synthesized. But usually you don't have to bother about these steps because aniline is readily available. You can convert it into diazonium salt. Then you can convert it into all these. Okay, by simple, this is shown in one diagram, that how you can convert it into various halides, even up to fluoride, by reacting with HbFO4, then phenol and benzene. Okay, then to conversion to phenyl hydrazine, you just reduce with some reducing agent like tin chloride HCl or sodium sulfite. Sometimes either you can use tin chloride or sodium sulfite. Sometimes that doesn't work, you have to combine this and make it more powerful reduction. So that's also possible. So you can convert it into phenyl hydrazine. So then to convert this to phenyl hydrazine, you can use NaOH SO2 also. In situ it produces the same, so you will get phenyl hydrazine. These are some of the reactions or synthetic reactions which you can do using by making use of benzene diazonium chloride. So you can see, if you want to convert benzene to cyanobenzene, you can't do by simple conversion. It is too difficult. Suppose we have bromobenzene, you just react with sodium cyanide. No, because nucleophilic substitution doesn't take place here. It's an aromatic ring. Then what can happen? So you convert it into nitro and diazo, amine, then diazo. Then this on Sandmeyer reaction with copper cyanide can give you copper benzene nitride or nitro or cyanobenzene. Similarly, converting it to iodobenzene, same thing you will do. These are some of the applications I am showing. Okay, to convert it into phenol, so we have already seen the simple reaction like this cannot work, but to convert to synthesize phenol, benzene you convert to nitrobenzene, then aniline you convert it into benzene diazenyl chloride, then you react with H2 and H plus. What I mean, just heat this. It's a very simple reaction. You take this benzene diazenyl chloride, add some, I mean it's already aqueous solution, so you add some dilute HCl and heat it. This easily you get phenol, and it will you can start seeing those phenolic layer. These are some other synthetic conversions by making use of benzene diazenyl salt. Toluene you want to convert it into para-bromotoluene. Initially you do conversion to nitrotoluene. Of course you will get a mixture, you have to separate it. You may get a mixture of 2,4,6-trinitrotoluene, that is TNT, and ortho-para mixture. You should be able to separate. Then convert it into amine by adsorption, then convert to diazenyl salt, then you do Sandwich reaction, you can easily get this. But if you do direct conversion from toluene, it is too difficult to separate. You can see the boiling points are very closer. So para and ortho you will get a mixture, para-bromotoluene and ortho-bromotoluene. It's very difficult to separate. But if you do this way, you get selectively. Okay, selectively you will get para-bromotoluene. So meta-bromotoluene also similar. I mean you can synthesize. These are the other synthetic applications by making use of benzene diazenyl chloride. How it is useful in synthesizing some compound. So you will get nitrotoluene, then convert to amine, then convert it to acetylene type derivative, paratoluene NHCOCH3. You convert it into bromo, and you deprotected it. Then again you convert to this, you will get meta. This is a way of preparing meta-bromotoluene. Because see, suppose you do direct bromination of toluene, you will get meta and para-bromotoluene and meta-bromotoluene. But you won't be able to separate them. It's too difficult to separate. You need a big column, I mean industrial like very long column and a long time, and you have to maintain the temperature difference, pressure difference very regularly and very accurately, because the boiling points are very close. Simple distillation is a bit costlier, but synthesis wise only, if you can selectively synthesize these two, then it is more advantageous. This is what is done here. You have selectively synthesized para-bromotoluene, and here by this conversion you can synthesize meta-bromotoluene. Both these synthetic schemes are making use of benzene diazenyl chloride, okay, diazenyl salt. So now you can realize how important this diazenyl salt is. Okay, another application for the synthesis of meta-bromophenol. Direct synthesis of meta-bromophenol is very difficult. So what you do, you convert it into nitro and amine, then you convert to diazenyl salt. This will react with H2 in the presence of dilute acid, you will get this. Okay, paratolic acid, synthesis of paratolic acid. Okay, you convert to nitro, then amine, then you convert to this, and cyanide you hydrolyze, you will get paratolic acid. 1, 2, 3 tribromobenzene. So convert to nitroamine, then NHCOCO3, then do the nitration, para-nitro, then deprotect this NHCOCH3 to NH2, and then you do bromination. Only these two it will be brominated, ortho to amine, because this is now meta-directing, and this group this position is blocked. Then nitrous acid you convert this to diazonium, then you do Sandwich reaction with copper bromide, so you will get bromo derivative. Then you do hydrogenation for the reduction of this amine, then you nitrous acid H3PO2, you have removed this. Okay, you have 1, 2, 3 tribromobenzene. 1,3,5 tribromobenzene if you want to synthesize, similar by making use of this method. Once you do bromination, you will get 2,4,6 tribromoaniline. Then you remove this, it will be 1,3,5. You have to remove this NH2 by similar method. I mean NH2 you convert to diazenyl salt, then H3PO2 you will get H here. So that's all. These are some of the references. Please go through some of the YouTube videos which explain far better than what I explained. Sorry for that. and NPTEL classes and Byju's classes, Byju's online videos, and also Khan Academy app you can refer for e-learning material. And of course, the study material I have supplied along with this. So, from the examination point of view, in the last session, which I told that preparation of benzene diazenyl chloride, in this session, that some conversions and coupling reactions, and coupling reactions with electron donating group like OH and H to NHR, and then Sandwehr reactions are important. These Sandwehr reactions are those which involve conversion of diazonium salt to halide using copper halides. Okay, that is very important, using CuX. So that is that type of coupling reaction involving copper halides are called Sandwehr reactions. And these are some of the other reactions, not Sandwehr reactions. So convert benzene diazonium salt to some other else. And remember this, and conversion to phenyl hydrogen and these reducing agents, and some of the other important conversion where no direct conversion is not possible. How you make use of benzene diazonium salt for some synthetic conversions, which are very important from industrial and biotechnological point of view. And that's all. Thank you for watching.